What does a room in China look like if it only costs $150 a month? What is it like living alone in Chongqing? And how much money do you actually need to live here? Hello guys, I live alone in Chongqing, China. Right now I'm renting a tiny room for about $150 a month. It's around 7 square meters, but from the window I can see the Yangtze River and one of the bridges across it, so it's really beautiful. So today I want to show you what my apartment is like, what my neighborhood looks like, and what day life here actually costs. So let's go. This is the neighborhood where I live. Most residential communities in China are gated, and it's very common to see security guards and cameras at the entrance. I know some foreigners think there are too many cameras in China, and that it feels invasive, but for a lot of people living here, it also means safety. 帮我开下门，老板。A lot of people here use electric scooters for short distance commuting, and this is their charging area. This community was built in 2008, so it's already considered an older neighborhood. There used to be a small water feature here, but no one really maintains it anymore. In Chinese culture, people often like having water near home, because there's a saying that water brings wealth. A lot of older apartment communities in Chongqing look like this, with their large open courtyard in the middle for light and airflow. It's not new, but it feels very lived in. You can see this building has 28 floors. And we use a password lock to get in. As soon as you enter, the first thing you do is change into indoor shoes. This is the shared apartment where I live. There are 4 rooms in total. 2 rooms on the first floor have their own bathroom, and the other 2 rooms upstairs share 1 bathroom. Even though it's a shared apartment, I barely run into my roommates because everyone keeps such different schedules. The living room is actually pretty spacious. The sofa wasn't destroyed by me. It was scratched up by the landlord's 3 cats. I will show you later. This balcony works as both a dining space and a place to relax. There's a volleyball here, a massage chair, and from this side you can also see the river. Next to the living room is the kitchen. There's a large fridge here, and inside we usually keep things like milk, eggs, and a lot of sauces. People in Chongqing eat a lot of spicy food, so there are always plenty of seasonings at home. We usually cook with gas stove, because Chinese cooking often use an open flame. There's also a range hood, dishwasher, a microwave, air fryer, and a rice cooker. And there are plenty of cabinets here for storage too. Right next to the kitchen is the utility balcony. This is where we keep the washing machine, the dryer, and most of the cleaning supplies. We also dry clothes here. And right beside it, there's a very cute little space for the landlord's three cats. Since it's shedding season right now, they've been staying here. They are really cute. There's an automatic feeder here, and the cabinets are full of cat food and cat supplies. Now let me show you my room. This room cost me about $150 a month. It's only around 7 square meters, and there's no wardrobe. So most of my clothes are still stored in my suitcase and on the shelves. There's also a football desk here. Sometimes I open it up and use it for studying or working. And sometimes when ships pass by outside, you can hear the horn very clearly. That's why I have to wear earplugs when I sleep. Recently, I've been cooking for myself more often. It's cheaper, it feels cleaner, and after a while it just becomes part of your daily life. A lot of people ask me if living alone feels lonely. And sometimes, yes, it does. But I think for a lot of people from my generation in China, this kind of life is actually pretty normal. Many of us grew up as only children. And later, when we get older, a lot of us leave our hometowns to study or work in other cities. So being alone is not always a sad thing. Sometimes it feels lonely, but sometimes it just feels like everyday life. And cooking is one of those small things that make life feel a little more real to me. Okay, everything is ready. Today I spent about 30 yuan on the ingredients, which is around $4.5 because I made beef. And on most days I usually spend about $5 a day in total. So compared to big cities in China, living here is still pretty affordable. Now let's try it. The beef is really tender. This is so good. When I eat alone, I usually like to watch Friends. At first I watched it because I want to improve my English, but now I'm really into it. My favorite character is Chandler. Anyone else feel the same? Sometimes after dinner, I like to go for a walk. Downstairs there are few simple fitness machines. A small slide, ping pong tables, and a basketball court. There are also parcel lockers here, and you just type in your code to pick up your package. Around the outside of the community, there are usually small restaurants and local convenience stores, so most daily needs can be covered within a short walking distance. The Yangtze River is right next to the neighborhood, so in the evening a lot of people come here to run or just take a walk. This is probably one of the nice parts of living here. So yeah, this is what my life look like right now in Chongqing. It's small, it's simple, and it's probably not kind of life everyone would want. But for this stage of my life, it feels honest. Thanks for spending time with me today. If there's anything you want to know about life in China, or just life here in Chongqing, let me know in the comments. And if you want to follow my life here, you can subscribe. It would honestly mean a lot to me. Take care of yourself wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.